Today, I almost broke every promise I made to myself. I woke up and stared at my journal sitting on my desk. For the first time in a long time, I didn't want to open it. I didn't want to write another gratitude list. I didn't want to make another plan. I didn't want to tell myself that tomorrow would be better. Because honestly, I wasn't sure I believed it anymore.
I've been trying, really trying. I've been learning new things, building better habits, working quietly while nobody notices, praying, waiting, believing that one day my life would finally start making sense. But lately, it feels like nothing is changing. Every plan I make somehow falls apart. Every opportunity slips away. Every time I think I'm finally moving forward, life pushes me two steps back. And today, I asked myself a question I was almost afraid to say out loud. God, are you still with me? I waited. The room stayed silent. No answer, no sign, just silence. For a moment, I wondered if I'd been talking to the ceiling all this time. I looked around my room. The same walls, the same unfinished dreams, the same journal filled with promises I still hadn't kept. Maybe I wasn't meant for the life I'd imagined. Maybe I had already missed my chance. Maybe I was simply too late. Those thoughts felt so real, so heavy. I almost closed my journal and decided, what's the point anymore? But before I put it away, something caught my eye. A page I had written almost a year ago. I had completely forgotten about it. At the top, I had written, Dear future me. Below it were things I desperately wanted. I hope one day I'm stronger. I hope I stop crying over things I can't control. I hope I finally believe in myself. As I kept reading, I realized something. Not everything had happened, but some of it had, without me even noticing. I wasn't the same person who wrote those words. At the top, I had written, Dear future me. Below it were things I desperately wanted. I hope one day I'm stronger. I hope I stop crying over things I can't control. I hope I finally believe in myself. As I kept reading, I realized something. Not everything had happened, but some of it had, without me even noticing. I wasn't the same person who wrote those words. Maybe my biggest prayer hadn't been answered the way I expected. Maybe it had been answering me quietly all along. Not by changing my life overnight, but by slowly changing me. Maybe God wasn't absent. Maybe He was working in ways I couldn't measure. Not through dramatic miracles, but through tiny changes that only became visible when I looked back. I closed my journal. Not because I had all the answers, but because I realized something important. Faith isn't believing that tomorrow will be perfect. Faith is choosing to keep taking one more step, even when tomorrow is still unclear. So today, I'm still waiting. Some dreams are still unfinished. Some prayers are still unanswered. Some days still hurt. But I'm no longer asking, God, where are you? Instead, I'm asking, help me notice the ways you've already been here. Maybe you're asking the same questions I asked today. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're wondering if anyone is listening. If that's you, don't throw away your journal yet. One day, you might open an old page and realize you've come much farther than you ever gave yourself credit for. Your story isn't finished. Sometimes, the chapters that feel the quietest are the ones changing you the most. This is a Wearing Diaries. Soft stories, real feelings, honest healing. White.